Hello, and welcome
to Sort of the Story.
I'm Janie.
And I'm Max.
And this is the podcast where we tell each other stories like fairy tales and folk tales and even mythology. And sometimes plays.
Ooh, the bard is among us.
You're being haunted by the ghost of Shakespeare. And also, you are here.
He's going to knock over all your gewgaws.
Okay, so getting this out of the way, kids aren't allowed here. Go away. But also, full disclosure, we split up last week's episode into two because when all was said and done, they were 3.5 hours of episode.
And also, you know what? We deserve a break.
We deserve a little break. It was my birthday.
It was Janie's birthday.
It was my birthday.
Hey, man.
I just realized the ending of the ending of this episode talks a lot about how it's my birthday.
That's fine. If we explain it, they will understand.
You know what? If we explain it, they will come.
So true.
Guys, get ready to come. The story you're going to hear today is so sexy. Okay, anyway. So last week, I told the very tragic tale of King Lear. In honor of my birthday, I wanted to cry about how our parents are going to get old and eventually die and dementia is upon us. But this week, Max is going to pick us up with a little tale.
I've got a light-hearted, sort of fun, sexy
kind of like
little comedy
rom-com
for you guys. It's called Macbeth.
Oh my god. Yeah. So today Max is going to really get into the Scottish play.
The Scottish play.
And it's wonderful because, again, full disclosure, I've already heard her do this. We
Yeah.
already recorded this episode.
We're in the future and the past.
Wow, we are amazing. And our skin is so clear.
And it's Janie's birthday.
And it's my birthday still, technically. As long as these episodes are coming out, it's still my birthday. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to talk a lot about Macbeth and curses, and it's very, very fun. Before we get into that, though, Max, why don't you tell them how they can join us in private for money? How they can pay us for the pleasure of our company.
I mean, send us an email and, we can set something up. Just let's talk about it.
I'll send you my Vmail.
What?
I meant Venmo, but it sounds like I'm doing a vagina joke.
Vagina mail.
Vagina mail. Dun, 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 dun. We are delirious. We've been recording for 4 hours.
You can join us on Patreon. You can.
It's allowed.
For $3 on Patreon, you can get access to the Discord, which means that you get to hang out with us and all of our friends.
Introduce yourself. It's fun.
Yes.
Everybody is so nice there.
Yeah, it's a really fun little zone where you can hang out and talk to people and talk to us, ask us questions,
Show
post memes.
off what you're doing.
Show us your dog, your cat, your lizard, whatever.
Anything.
We want to see them.
I like seeing millipedes.
Show us the crafts you're doing.
Yeah, show us your crack. I don't know why I thought that's what you were going to say. We don't want you to see. We don't want to see your crack.
If you want to post your crack, you have to post it in the crack channel where all we do is post crack. And that's butt crack specifically.
Yeah, don't tell my dad.
So that's the Discord.
We're so delirious.
I am not delirious.
I am delirious.
I got you, buddy. We're good. We can do this.
Keep going. You're doing a great job.
For $7 a month on the Patreon, you can get all of that, including the butt cracks.
No. Okay. Full disclosure, there's no butt cracks on our Discord.
There could be. By the time this comes out, there could be butt cracks.
If you show your butt crack on a Discord, we're going to have to kick you out of the Discord. Please don't do that.
Probably.
Max will fight me on that. She really loves crack.
Yup. So for $7 a month, you get access to all of that, including the butt cracks.
No.
And also bonus episodes.
Yeah, boners.
We release a bonus episode every month. It's a full-length bonus episode, an episode that is bonus. It's like a regular one, but bonuser.
It's extra, and we do a Q&A at the end, and it's a fun time.
It's a fun time.
We enjoy doing them, and we have 14 up right now. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, so if you join, you get to hear all 14 of them, and every month you'll get the new releases as they come out. So,
yeah.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Max, what did you get me for my birthday?
You can't fool me, witch.
Damn. It is still April 14th for us, and I have not received my birthday present.
Danny's birthday is April 23rd.
The same as Shakespeare. So, that being said, Excellent plug for the Patreon, Max. Very professional. I'm moving on now to tell them what the theme of this week is. It's the same as the theme of last week. Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Because William Shakespeare was born on April 23rd, much like myself, and he died on April 23rd, much like myself. One day, perhaps? Who knows?
Are you a ghost?
I'm a ghost right now.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And Death Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so because of that, I really enjoy making the theme of my birthday week into Shakespeare so that we can talk about Shakespeare plays that either are extremely famous and well-known, like Max's play Today, which is probably one of the most quotable shows that he has ever written.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's an arguable.
Yeah, I think it's like that, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Maybe Hamlet.
Hamlet, To Be or Not to Be, probably is the most quoted
Yeah.
thing, but I mean, Macbeth, I think just sheer volume of quotes from Macbeth for sure. So very, very popular ones and maybe not so popular ones. There are very few not so popular ones.
They're mostly popular.
Yeah. But, I just really enjoy getting into it. I was a theater major and I am a huge fucking nerd and I love Shakespeare. So this is a real treat for me. I enjoy it. And Max, you do an excellent job this week.
Thank you so much. I also think it's really cool that you were a theater major. I was an English major.
Yes.
And the way that we break down the stories and explain them, I think shows that that's our discipline.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very plot driven and you do a really good job of dissecting the language and what everything means. And I'm just like, isn't it sad? Our dads are going to be dead one day. I'm just an emotional mess.
Well, King Lear is also devastating.
Oh, God. King Lear is so upset. Guys, did you cry?
I didn't, but I could have.
I did a little.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. King Lear fucking gets me. I just always have the image of Derek Jacobi howling off stage. Oh, it's so upsetting and so good. Deliciously sad. Anyway, so that's what I wanted for my birthday, and I got it. Baby get what baby want.
So true.
It's me. I'm baby.
Janie, let's get into the story. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get into it. Guys, I'm going to pause it for just a second or two, and then I'm going to come back and hear Max tell me a story.
Thank you for explaining that,
I'm
Janie.
the main character of this episode.
Janie, you're the main character of every episode. I'm not even here. I'm not even real. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Out damn spot.
If your name's still Max. So.
Anyway, we're going to come back soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Okay, Jane Reno.
Okay, Maximilian.
Oh, that's a real name. So, Macbeth is what I'm telling you today.
Okay.
And it's okay that I say it as many times as I want, because we're not in a theater.
That's true. We don't podcast in an empty theater, contrary to popular belief.
We don't haunt the globe.
We would never haunt the globe. That's not us cackling in the wings.
It might be if we were seeing something at the globe and it was funny.
Something, we would go in the wings and cackle for sure.
Yeah.
As per tradition.
As per tradition.
Yeah, but
We're
so she's
constantly
gonna say,
cackling
Macbeth,
in the wings.
Don't listen to this in a theater if you are superstitious.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. And I'll talk more about the superstitions at the end. Spoilers, that's part of why I wanted to tell Macbeth, is to talk about the folklore of the play. But don't worry. You're safe as long as you're not in a theater. Don't make me cursed by playing this in a theater, I guess. And it's also safe if you say Macbeth referencing the name of the main character rather than the name of the play. So you can
Really?
say,
So it's
apparently
title-based.
Supposedly, yeah. It's supposedly naming the play is unlucky. But I'll talk a little bit more about that later. If you're not aware, there's a whole lot of theater superstition about talking about the play Macbeth. Mm-hmm. And I will talk about that more. But for now, here's Macbeth. Important to note, Macbeth was written by William Shakespeare around the time when King James I, I believe, took power in England.
Was he the one that killed his nephews, put them in the Tower of London?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember. But he was violently opposed to witchcraft. He and his wife had been in a tempest, if you will, and had almost drowned at sea, and he became convinced that it was the work of witches. And so he went on a whole campaign against witchcraft, and he wrote a book called Demonology about witchcraft, and he was very anti-witches.
If you wrote a book called Demonology and it's not a how-to, you gotta change your title. How dare you?
I mean, let's not talk about Aleister Crowley, but...
Oh, yeah, that's for another podcast.
Should I do an off-topic about...
I think you should, because I've decided. I at one point was like, I could do an off-topic about Aleister Crowley, and then I got bored looking up Aleister Crowley. I don't have anything, but I would like to know more about him.
Yeah, that's fair. So, with that in mind, the story of Macbeth opens on witches.
Okay.
Which was kind of startling for people at the time. But this is the opening scene of Macbeth.
Okay.
The play opens and the stage is dark. There's the effect of lightning and thunder. The stage direction is Scene 1, a desert place. Thunder and lightning enter 3 witches, and then the 3 witches have a conversation between each other. Mm-hmm. First one says, "When shall we 3 meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain?" The second witch says, "When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won." And then the third one says, "That will be ere the set of sun." And then the first one says, "Where is the place?" And the second says, "Upon the heath." And the third says, "There to meet with Macbeth." And the first one says, "I come, Grey Malkin." Second says, "Paddock calls." Third witch, "Anon." And then all 3 of them in unison say, "Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air." So they have this conversation at the beginning where they say, "When shall we 3 meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?" So they're like coming to the conclusion of a meeting, and they're like, okay, so the next time that we're going to see each other is going to be
in a storm.
In a storm. It's going to be before sunset today. It's when the hurly-burly is done, which is a made-up word.
It's a Shakespeareism.
Yeah, which means like the chaos, I think.
Yeah.
And when the battle's lost and won.
Okay.
So they're talking about this, and they're like, when do we put our plan into motion? When do we meet next to move forward? Mm-hmm. And they make this announcement that they will meet at this time and place later in the day. They say, "Fair is foul, and foul is fair," which is a very commonly quoted line from this play. It was already like a well-known saying at the time that this play came out, but it's this idea of like inverting what is right and what is wrong, and saying like, yeah, there nothing is fair, nothing is like
just.
Yeah, it's like basically saying like it's not better to follow the rules, and like it's not wrong to not follow the rules in some ways, where it's like saying that the concept of justice is manufactured, right?
It's a social construct.
It's a social construct. So that's how this play opens, is with
Shakespeare
witchcraft.
Was doing a lot of existentialism.
He was going through it.
He was going through it.
So fair is foul and foul is fair, and this is a theme that repeats throughout the play. So that's the opening scene. Kind of sets the tone. It's witchcraft. It's very scary. And it's like, and nothing is like this story does not play by the rules of morality necessarily. The people within it do not.
Get fucking ready. I love the idea of the audience back in the day being like, "Ah, witches."
Yes, that was how it was received.
I've never thought about that, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Just the shock value of having characters that are witches.
Yeah. Also, the play being called Macbeth and being about like a Scottish king, and then the first thing that happens is a bunch of witches. Like, that was a big swing.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, you're coming to see a play about a king, but here are these witches that are like setting off the plot and like doing witchcraft about it.
Cool.
Big swing.
Yeah.
So that's the opening scene, and then the witches depart from the stage. Mm-hmm. The next thing we see is a war camp. The King of Scotland, King Duncan, gets word that 2 of his generals, Macbeth and Banquo, have defeated the invading armies of Ireland and Norway. So Ireland and Norway are invading separately, but at the same time.
Yeah.
And Duncan's 2 generals, Macbeth and Banquo, have led his forces in success, and they have defeated the invading armies and repelled them. He is thrilled because obviously you don't want to be invaded.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
It's always nice to not be
Invaded.
dead.
Yeah. And then it cuts away from that scene over to Macbeth and Banquo. Mm-hmm. Macbeth is an older-ish man, like middle-aged. Banquo is very similar in age. They're both generals. They are attired in their military garb, and they are coming back from this battle that they have just won, or battles that they have just won. And they are walking through the countryside and talking to each other about like this great military victory. And they see off in the distance these 3 figures around a cauldron, and they're like, "What is that?" And so they go towards these figures who are all like dancing and chanting and everything, and they see that it is the 3 witches from the opening scene. The 3 witches greet them as they approach. The first says, "All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glamis," which is Macbeth's title. Mm-hmm. He's the Thane of Glamis. The second one says, all hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor, which is not his title.
Oh.
But it would be a promotion.
Okay.
And then the third one says, all hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Uh-oh.
Again, not his title.
Sowing a
Big
seed.
production. So this is how they are greeted. And Macbeth is like, I'm not the Thane of Cawdor, you're mistaken. And they're like, not yet. And he's like, oh, word? I'm also not the King of Scotland. And they're like, not yet. And he's like, oh, word?
I like you guys.
Tell me more stuff.
All hail Macbeth, who looks great in those jeans. And he's like, I don't have jeans. Not yet.
But you could. They're 50% off this weekend
God.
only at Old Navy.
All hail Macbeth, who got a great deal on jeans tomorrow.
So this is how they greet Macbeth, with like acknowledging his title and then like kind of guaranteeing him 2 significant promotions.
Yeah.
And he's like, who are you to say that that's going to happen? Like, there's no evidence that that'll happen. And the witches are like, well, you will be given the title of Thane of Cawdor when the king hears about your deeds today. In his gratitude, he's going to give you the title of Thane of Cawdor.
That makes sense.
And then
The other general is like, I mean.
And then he's like, okay, but like, what about the king thing? And they're like, that's also gonna happen. And he's like, what? And they're like, mm-hmm. And he's like, how? And they're like, not our job. You gotta go figure it out. And Banquo, who is with him, is like, well, what about me? Like, what's happening in my future? And the three witches greet him, and they say, lesser than Macbeth and greater, not so happy, yet much happier. Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Okay, so you're not going to reach as high as his level, but you are going to end up happier than Macbeth.
Yeah, and it's also promising that his descendants will be kings.
Oh.
So thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So you're not going to be the king of Scotland yourself, but your descendants will.
Okay.
Which is also a pretty contentious promise, considering that they just said that Macbeth was going to be the king of Scotland.
Ooh.
That's stirring the pot, literally and figuratively.
You never know. Down the line, their families could marry each other.
Sure, but
maybe you should stab Banquo.
Yes, and also Macbeth doesn't have children that are referenced in the play.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Some concern here, right? Immediately, this kind of sets them against each other.
Yeah.
But of course, it's all silly. It's just these witches are telling them these things are going to happen, and they have no reason to believe it. So they kind of laugh it off, and they're like, "All right, whatever you say. Like, I'll see you when I'm king of Scotland or whatever." And the witches are like, "You will," and he's like, "What?" And they're like, "Goodbye." And he's like, "Oh, bye." And Macbeth and Banquo, again, kind of like uncomfortable, but skeptical, laugh it off, and they continue on towards their destination. They are heading towards King Duncan's camp.
Yeah.
And they're met on the road by a messenger who's been sent by the king to Macbeth. And the messenger says, "Congratulations, Macbeth. You've been given a new title, the Thane of Cawdor. The king is thrilled with your military prowess and all that you did today, and now you're getting a promotion."
Yeah.
And at this point, Macbeth and Banquo stop laughing. They're like, oh, shit. Okay.
How did they know?
Yeah. So they the first part of this prophecy has come true.
Yeah.
And Macbeth is like, I'm sorry, what happened to the previous Thane of Cawdor? Who am I taking this title from?
Don't worry about it.
And the messenger tells him that the previous Thane of Cawdor had sided with Norway in the battle that they just fought. Yeah. And so he had been dishonored and either killed or banished. So his title was left open, and now it's Macbeth's title. So this is fantastic news. Macbeth has a promotion. And don't worry about it, and it's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. The traitor Thane of Cawdor is going to be put to death by the king.
Okay. They
continue on. They meet up with King Duncan, and they make plans to celebrate with a feast at Inverness, which is where Macbeth's castle is.
We know Inverness. Why does that sound so familiar?
It's a real place.
I know, but have
Castle
we ever
Inverness.
told a folktale about Inverness?
Possibly.
Oh, guys, if you remember that, please. That's gonna be a little bug in my ear for a while. Okay, go ahead.
Macbeth sends a messenger ahead to tell his wife, expect me and the king, we're putting on a feast, so get ready, like, now. And he also summarizes for her the events of the day. He's like, we won, and then I was hanging out with Banquo, and these witches were like, you're going to be the Thane of Cawdor, and then you're going to be the King of Scotland. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I became the Thane of Cawdor. And anyways, I'll see you in a little bit. So Lady Macbeth receives this message from Macbeth, and she immediately seizes on this detail that he will be the King of Scotland.
She saw one thing in that letter. She's like, why are you talking about fucking Banquo? Who cares about that loser?
She literally, like, she sees, like, they said that I would be the King of Scotland. Yeah. And she's like, okay, so let's start a plan. She has a monologue to herself where she, like, receives this news and decides what to do about it. And she says, Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. So she says, Glamis thou art, currently the Thane of Glamis, and Cawdor, you're also the Thane of Cawdor now, and shalt be what thou art promised, not wanting to jinx it by saying King of Scotland.
So it's like a past, present, future. Like you were already Glamis, you're currently now Cawdor, and your future is you are going to possibly rule, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then she says, yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Where immediately she's like, okay, but you've been promised this, and I know that you are too much of a coward to actually do anything to get there. Yeah. So I'm going to have to be the one to pull the strings here.
Yeah.
Where she's like, Macbeth, hearing this prophecy, would be completely happy to just sit and wait for the kingship to fall to him. And she's like, we're not going to wait around for that. If you're going to be king, we got to get you there, right?
I saw a tweet the other day that was like, why do quiet men go for really loud, bossy women? Like, how come that's always the thing of like quiet men? And somebody responded with, somebody has to tell the waiter that they got my order wrong, and it is not going to be me. And I was like,
that's Macbeth and Lady Macbeth.
That's Macbeth
for sure.
and Lady Macbeth.
100%.
Somebody's going to tell her that I wanted mashed potatoes, and it's for sure not going to be me.
Yes. Yeah, so she gets this news and immediately she's like, my husband is not ambitious enough to go for this on his own, so it's going to have to be me convincing him to, like, fight for this if he's going to actually get there. So Lady Macbeth does not hesitate. Yeah. As soon as she gets this news, she's like, all right, we got to put him on the throne now. But of course, there's already somebody on the throne. It's King Duncan. He was on his way to dinner at her house right now.
Oh.
Macbeth gets home a little bit before King Duncan arrives, and Lady Macbeth pulls him aside and is like, you've got to kill the king. And he's like, what? And she's like, listen, if you're going to be the king, you've got to kill Duncan. And he's like, why would I do that? And she's like, oh, are you just going to, is it kingly of you to sit back and wait for the kingship to fall into your lap? No, you have to take action. You have to make this happen. And Duncan, he has promoted you, but he will promote you no further. Like, this is the highest you're going to get under him, so we've got to take care of him now before anyone else tries to take the throne.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This is also, like, they've all been friends for a long time, basically. Yeah,
and also, they don't have children. To me, the idea of, like, wanting to be king, like, is it because you think Duncan's doing a bad job as king? No.
That's also something about this play where they never address why.
She just wants power, but it's not like, if you don't have children, that power is not going to stay with you, you know? Like, the only reason, really, to vie for kingship is so that your kids are set up, you know? Otherwise, you can just be rich. Like they clearly are.
Like they already are. Yeah, that's one of the main themes that I took away from this play is that, like, they are so power hungry, but they have nothing to do with it. Like, he doesn't do anything once he's king. He doesn't have any kind of, like,
ambition,
goals or beliefs. He just is king, and then he spends the whole time being king, being terrified of not being king anymore.
Spoilies.
I mean, so
yeah, that's just very strange.
Yes. But Lady Macbeth convinces Macbeth that they have to kill Duncan. And he's like, okay, well, how are we going to kill him? Like, he's constantly surrounded by his guards. And she tells him that what they should do is that night, Duncan will be staying in their house. And he always has 2 chamberlains that wait outside of the door to his room. And she and Macbeth will go and hang out with the chamberlains, maybe enjoy some wine. Maybe the wine has other stuff in it. Who's to say?
Ooh.
And then the chamberlains are going to get drunk and pass out.
Yeah.
And then Macbeth will go into King Duncan's chamber while he's sleeping, and he will kill the king, and then he will plant the daggers on the two chamberlains who are drunk outside.
No.
And they'll get off scot-free. It'll look like the chamberlains did it, and and then Macbeth will be the next person in line for the throne.
Do you think get off scot-free is from this play?
Maybe. I bet it's racist.
Whoops.
So Lady Macbeth prepares the wine, which in some places, I read a bunch of different summaries. I didn't read Macbeth for this. Yeah. It's too long. But I read like 8 different summaries.
Yeah.
It's not consistent on whether the wine is drugged or not, or whether they just get them really drunk. But Lady Macbeth prepares the wine and everything. The chamberlains get fucked up, pass out outside of King Duncan's room in the middle of the night. And Lady Macbeth sets up Macbeth. She gives him 2 daggers, and she's like, take these, go in, kill Duncan.
Yeah.
And he goes into the room. He kind of has to convince himself to do it. He's still not sure about it.
Yeah, that's his friend.
Yeah. But he's like, I mean, happy wife, happy life, kind of. He says,
what makes my wife happy is scary.
but I love her so much. And he's talking himself into it. And he says, if it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. Where he's like, well, okay, if I'm going to do it, I should do it quickly because, it'll be worse if it's longer, and like it'll get harder as time goes on. So I should just do it right now. I should just do it right now.
Yeah.
I should just do it. I should just do it.
Do it. Do it.
And then thinking about his ambition and the future, he says, I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. So he's like, I don't have any drive except ambition. So he's kind of acknowledging for himself. He's like, I don't have any reason to want to be king except that I want to be king, which is also kind of the point that Lady Macbeth made of like, he's not an ambitious person necessarily, except that, it would be great to be king. So I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent. He's like, there's nothing, like, I don't have a goal here necessarily, except the goal is to be king.
It's like saying, I really want to be famous. Like, I want to be a famous actress, but never wanting to actually act and just wanting to be famous. Once you get to that level, you're going to fucking hate it because it's awful.
Yes. He does a lot of monologuing in this period of time where he's just, they're on the way to the room to get the guys drunk, and then he's in the room and he's trying to convince himself to do it, and he's like, no, I can't, but I have to.
But I must.
A lot of soliloquizing in this one.
The mashed potatoes.
In another part of a soliloquy, he says, is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. So he's in the room and he sees a vision of this bloody dagger with its handle pointed towards him as though like for him to grab. Yeah. And he realizes that this is like a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor. It's like if you want, you have to grab this opportunity.
Yeah. You gotta stab this opportunity.
You gotta stab this opportunity.
Grab it and stab it. Macbeth.
Oh. So he sees this image of like a bloody dagger and he's like, I know that this isn't real and I know that I haven't done it yet, but
Yeah.
Also like seeing the bloody dagger, he's like, I'm already in here and I have the daggers and this is basically done already.
Yeah.
He's like, this bloody dagger that I see before me is the same as the one that I have.
Yeah.
Like on my hip, ready to stab, because he's like, I'm already too far in, I can't go back, and now I just have to do it. So he goes to the king's bed and he stabs him to death in his bed silently.
I'm surprised this happens this early in the play.
This is one of the first things that happens.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never read Macbeth, and so that's what I was saying about the Olsen twins, is I've seen adaptations, but I've never read it. I thought the play was going to be about his struggle against his wife because he doesn't want to kill the king and she wants him to, and the climax is that he kills the king. I didn't realize that he kills him right away.
No, I think this is I think this is the end of Act 1, beginning of Act 2.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's wild. They really were like, oh, he's going to be king? Time to murder.
Time to murder.
No middle steps. They weren't like, maybe we should try some other stuff first. They were like, no.
It's murder time.
Now. Yeah, I also really thought Duncan was going to be a major character.
No.
No.
He's a real Robert Baratheon.
Yep. Very much so. So he stabs King Duncan to death. Mm-hmm. And then in kind of like a haze of shock and guilt and horror at what he's done, just the violence of it, because he's a warrior, but there's a difference between defeating someone on the battlefield and stabbing someone to death in their bed. Mm-hmm. So he's just horrified. He sees all the blood on his hands and the blood on the daggers, and he kind of wanders back to his chambers and to Lady Macbeth.
Yeah.
And he comes in and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, well, I did it. And she's like, you're covered in blood and you still have the daggers. You have to bring them back and put them on the chamberlains, or else no one's going to think that they murdered him.
Yes.
And he's like, I can't. Oh. And he like kind of breaks down. He's like, I can't go back there. I can't do it. Can you please do it? And she's like, yes, I will do it, because I'm the one who has to do everything around here, apparently.
Okay, well, he just stabbed his friend to death.
Yeah,
so.
Because you made him.
I mean, no.
But she's like, fine, I'll do it. And she takes the daggers and she brings them back to King Duncan's chambers and plants them on the chamberlains and like smears some blood on them so it looks like they did it. And then she goes back to Macbeth in his room, and he is just sitting there completely in shock.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting on the edge of the bed. He hasn't cleaned it up at all. He's still covered in blood. And, you know, in order to not surprise him, she knocks on the door. And he is inside monologuing about how horrified he is that he's done that, where he's like, I just killed a guy that I've known for most of my entire life in cold blood.
This is pretty interesting too, because when we saw him, he was walking off of a battlefield. Mm-hmm. I literally had the thought of like, they're like jovial leaving a battlefield. Like people back then had to have been so desensitized to death that they were like, well, anyway. And so like juxtaposing that with him on the side of the bed, unable to like grasp reality at the moment, is really interesting.
Yeah, it's very cool. So Lady Macbeth knocks on the door and he's monologuing to himself and he says, whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? Ha, they pluck out mine eyes. Shakespeare's really into plucking out eyes.
Oh my God, he loves plucking out eyes.
Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? So he's like, every noise is making me jump. I am so scared of everything right now. And he's looking down at his hands and he's like, I can't imagine washing this blood off of my hands. I can't imagine what my hands look like without all of this blood on them. Yeah. I will never be clean again.
Forever unclean.
Forever unclean. He truly is forever unclean. So Lady Macbeth comes back to him and she's like, great job, honey. You did such a good job. And he's like, okay. And she's like, let's go to sleep. And he's like, okay. And then they go to bed.
Night, night.
Yep. In the morning, one of King Duncan's companions, who is a lord in his own right, named Macduff, goes to Duncan's room to wake him up in the morning and bring him down to breakfast. And Macduff gets to the king's room and sees the two chamberlains outside covered in blood and holding bloody daggers.
Oh, fuck.
And in terror, he bursts into King Duncan's room and sees the king slain in his bed.
Yeah.
And he raises the guard. Everyone in the castle runs up to see what has happened. Mm-hmm. And Lady Macbeth wakes up Macbeth and is like, we've got to get up there. It's about to happen. And so they get up there and Macbeth like throws himself into the room and he's like, my God, what happened here?
Eep. This is shocking.
The king, the blood, so much blood.
No,
my king.
He was the best of us. My God, why not me?
And in the meantime, the guards have woken up these two chamberlains who are asleep outside of King Duncan's room. Like the cries and everything have woken them up and they're being held. And Macbeth pulls out his sword and he whirls on them and he's like, you who are holding the bloody daggers, you have killed the king. And he like whirls on them and kills them both.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Yeah, no trial.
No trial.
Really sets the tone for
Macbeth as a ruler.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, okay, well, I guess they did it then.
Within 24 hours of having strangers on the road saying, hey, you're going to be king, he has murdered the king and two other people.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he murders the two chamberlains and he's like, these like monsters, they took on the sacred post and they got drunk and in like a fit of madness, they must have killed the king and then passed out because they're drunkards and they're evil.
Yeah.
And now they're dead. Case closed. And everyone's like, okay.
Dun, dun.
Great. And then everyone's kind of like, okay, so Duncan is dead. Like what happens next? He didn't have like...
Nobody in this play has a child.
He does have two sons, right?
Oh.
He does have two sons. But when they are sent for, both of them hear the news that their father has been killed and thinking that there is an assassin trying to stop, like an assassin just killed their father. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, we could take the throne, but we will probably be killed.
It's Richard, isn't it? King Richard,
yes, that's Richard.
The one that put the children...
Yes.
Like his brother's children in the Tower of London. Mm-hmm. Guys, I know all of you were just already like typing your emails to yell at me. We got it. We got there.
But with Duncan dead, like his two sons are like, we can't be anywhere near here. Like,
yeah.
And there's an assassin walking around here somewhere. We're going to get the fuck out.
I mean, that's a rash move on their part.
Yeah, but also, I mean, their father was just brutally murdered.
Yeah, that's true.
Both of his sons, Malcolm and Donalbain, flee in fear of assassination. Mm-hmm. So all of this is happening and everyone's like, oh, well, I guess Macbeth is king. And he's like, oh, no, it is a heavy burden, but I suppose I must accept. I guess I am Macbeth, the king of Scotland.
I could have never predicted this.
Oh, who could have foreseen
Heavy
this
is the head that wears the... Can I have
circumstances?
that? And thank you, the crown.
Oh, golly. And so
it's got blood on it. Can you go clean that?
And he quickly is declared king. Mm-hmm. However, one person is not so sure about all of this. Macduff, who came to wake the king, is like, this seems weird.
Is Macduff hot?
I assume so.
Macduff gives big hot vibes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Macduff is hot.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like he should be.
Yeah. Casting directors, keep that in mind. Macduff, big hot.
Big hot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Macbeth should be really normal.
Yeah. Aggressively normal middle-aged man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Macduff does not buy all that is going on. He's like, something is weird here. Like, the king came to Macbeth's castle and was assassinated, and now Macbeth is the king. Like, this feels very weird.
Yeah.
And so Macduff himself has his suspicions about what's happening.
Yeah, everybody else should be thinking about that as well. Mm-hmm. And also Borkus, or whatever his name is. Like, he should also... Banquet. He should know as well. He's like, wow, yesterday somebody told him he was going to be king and now the king is dead? Borkus.
Well, it's interesting that you should mention that. Macbeth becomes the king and he and Lady Macbeth are like, wow, we did it. We are the king and queen of Scotland. Incredible. Mm-hmm. And it takes approximately 30 seconds before Macbeth is like, oh shit, but Banquo's heirs are going to be the kings of Scotland.
Oh, fuck.
And also he knows that the witches said that I was going to be the king of Scotland, and then now the king is dead in my castle. He's going to put it together. Banquo knows what's going on. I have to kill him.
Oh,
I have to kill Banquo, and I have to kill his son, so he doesn't have any descendants.
Oh, fuck.
So he sends assassins to Banquo and his son Fleance, who are on the way to the castle, which now he lives in King Duncan's castle in Dunsinane Castle.
Okay.
So Macbeth is in Dunsinane Castle. He sends his assassins on the road to meet Banquo and his son Fleance and ambush them and kill them.
Jesus.
So there's a huge feast planned for that evening and everything. He has lots of lords and everything coming for this feast. Banquo and his son are on the way for the feast. They are stopped on the road. The assassins kill Banquo. Oh. They almost kill Fleance, but Fleance is able to escape.
Okay.
So the assassins come back and explain all of this to Macbeth as the party is kind of striking up and getting going. Mm-hmm. And Macbeth doesn't handle it well because he's like, okay, well, now my friend is dead, so I guess that's that out of the way. But his son now knows that I'm trying to kill him and is missing and could come for my throne at any time.
I mean, with friends like Macbeth, who needs
Oh my
them?
God. But he like talks to Lady Macbeth and she's like, hey, it's fine. Like, we'll get Fleance another time, you know? It's
Yeah.
fine. For right now, let's just have this banquet. It's going to be great. Everyone will see how great of a king you are. And then you'll have nothing to worry about. Everyone's going to love you.
I mean, I feel like that's not true. Macbeth doesn't seem chill.
He's not chill. Macbeth is at the feast, and he is doing some very awkward small talk over the dinner table with everyone. And there is a brief lull, and he looks over someone's shoulder, and he sees Banquo. Yeah, Banquo who died.
What?
And he is taken aback, and he's like, how are you here? And Banquo says, I'm not.
Uh-oh.
I'm your guilty conscience because you killed me in cold blood.
Yeah. I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah. So Macbeth is at the head of this feasting table, and he gets up and he starts talking to someone who isn't there. And he's like, I didn't mean to kill you. I didn't mean to do that. And everyone at the banquet's like, what the fuck is going on?
A confession? We should look into this,
we should look into this.
Perhaps.
And Banquo, like, this apparition of Banquo, Macbeth, is like, I regret it. I shouldn't have done it, and I'm sorry. And you should be alive. You should be here now. And I don't know. I'm so afraid. Like, what are you going to do to me? And Banquo's like, I'm not going to do anything. And then he disappears. At this point, Macbeth kind of comes back to himself and sees everyone at the banquet staring at him in horror and like confusion.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need a nap. And he leaves. And Lady Macbeth is like, oh, my husband, what a comedian. What a funny, weird bit that was. Did you guys enjoy that?
Okay, right after the king is murdered, standing up and saying, I didn't mean to murder you,
Yeah.
isn't a funny bit.
Yeah. But she's like, oh, let's round of applause for my husband. Am I right? Hilarious. And nobody claps. And she's like, well, I'm going to go check on him. So enjoy the dinner.
I also need a nap.
And so, like, she goes to check on Macbeth, but, like, everyone is like, that was fucking weird. The king just died. And also, is it weird that Banquo never showed up to the feast? He and Macbeth were, like, best friends.
Yep.
So now everyone is suspicious, and everyone's kind of like, maybe Macbeth is not such a great king.
Again, I would have thought people would get suspicious so much later in the play.
No, very quickly, Macbeth fumbles the bag.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, what could the rest of this be about?
And now Lady Macbeth goes and talks to Macbeth, and she's like, there are people who are suspicious of you, and we have to get rid of them. And he's like, I can't kill more people. I can't do that.
Well, killing more people is going to make you look more suspicious.
And she's like, well, you have to. And then he has a monologue to himself, which has the line, I am in blood steeped so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as going o'er. Which is the one where it's like, he's like, well, I guess I've come this far, and it's kind of, there's no point in it if I don't, it would be as hard to go back and to repair what I've done as it would be to go forward and continue on this path.
That's true. I mean, because if he doesn't do anything, he's going to get found out and he's going to be put to death.
Yep.
And so really his only option is to, well, not even his only option, but like following what his wife is saying, just killing more people. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, he gets found out, he gets put to death, and then all those people died for no reason. So he's kind of like, I guess a couple more people is fine.
So we're like, what do you have left? Like 10 years to be alive? Like, come on, dude. It's not worth it.
Lady Macbeth is like, it's fine, honey, it's fine. Come on, you're the king. You can do whatever you want.
Now let's go out there and poison all the food. Kill everyone who saw you do that weird speech.
And then we'll tell everyone it was a horrible accident.
Whoops, everyone got food poisoning but me.
Oh, no.
Sad.
Oh, he never ate anything because his tummy was upset and he went to go take a nap.
Because of his nap.
Only survivor.
Well, him and his wife.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, though.
Don't worry about that. It's fine. So Macbeth is now questioning everything in the world. And he's like, well, I'm the king of Scotland, but this doesn't feel good. And like, how am I supposed to stay the king of Scotland if I keep having to murder people? And he's like, you know what? You know when all this trouble started? Those fucking witches.
Yeah.
It's their fault, actually.
No.
And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to give them a piece of my mind.
That's not smart.
Not smart. So he travels out to where he encountered the Weird Sisters, and he finds them there, again, around their cauldron.
The Weird Sisters, the Harry Potter reference. Ah.
Well, yeah. Harry Potter is referencing this.
It's so interesting that Shakespeare borrowed so much from J.K. Rowling.
He goes to visit the Weird Sisters, and he's like, hey, I think you were messing with me, and I've done a bunch of terrible things, and it's your fault, actually. So what are you going to say for yourselves? And the Weird Sisters show him a series of horrifying visions of demons and spirits. They show him Banquo's line on the throne, and they're like, it's like we said, like how it's going to happen, and there's nothing you can do to change it. And he's like, okay, but how do I change it? And they're like, you can't. And he's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? And they're like, you can't really do anything, but you know what? Here, we'll give you a leg up. We'll give you some more prophecies.
Uh-oh.
First of all, beware of Macduff.
Yeah.
Second of all...
First on your kill list.
Yep. Second of all, Macbeth, you cannot be harmed by any man born of woman. So you're safe. You're good forever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Also, your kingship will be safe until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane Castle.
Okay.
So this is saying, like, when a forest moves against you, then you should worry. And he's like, well, that doesn't happen. So what you're saying is that I'm fine? And they're like, yeah, if that's how you want to read it, that's what we're saying. It's up to your interpretation, but yeah. And he's like, okay, so like I'm good now, right? And they're like, I mean,
sure.
I mean, yeah, just stay clear of Macduff, and you know, as long as, unless there's like some kind of guy who's not born of woman, or like some kind of way that like a forest would come and attack you.
Oh my god. He's gonna get murdered by a robot. Ah, brilliant!
Honestly, Macbeth needs more robots.
Robot
That's
built
my hot take.
by man.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, he's run over by a Tesla. Incredible, Shakespeare. How did he know?
How did he know?
Happy birthday.
So this conversation between Macbeth and the witches is one of the more like famous sections from Macbeth.
Yeah.
The witches are chanting a like spell around the cauldron when he arrives. Mm-hmm. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to read some of it. So here we go.
Read the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
The first witch says, round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw, toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31, sweltered venom, sleeping got, boil thou first in the charmed pot. And then all three of the witches say, double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. The second witch says, fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth, boil and bubble. And all of them say, double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. The third witch says, scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw, and gulf, of the ravened salt sea shark, root of hemlock digged in the dark, liver of a blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of ewe, silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, finger of birth-strangled babe, ditched delivered by a drab, make the gruel thick and slab, add thereto a tiger's chaudron for the ingredients of our cauldron. And all of them say, double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. The second witch says, cool it with a baboon's blood. Then the charm is firm and good. And the three of them dance around this cauldron as they add all of these ingredients to it, and it boils and overflows with mist and ichor and everything. Mm-hmm. And then a fourth figure appears, the figure of Hecate. Mm. And Hecate says, Hecate is a goddess of witchcraft.
Yes.
Oh, well done. I commend your pains, and everyone shall share in the gains. And now about the cauldron sing, live elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in. And then there's like a song where like all of them dance around the fire, and they're all of these like devilish creatures in the shadows of the fire and everything. They're doing witchy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second witch, Hecate finishes the dance and disappears. And as the dance kind of concludes, the second witch says, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Ugh. Open locks, whoever knocks. And Macbeth is standing outside, like about to knock on the door. And he says, how now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
What are you doing?
So this is what they're doing. And then he shows up and is like, I don't think you guys should have told me that.
Now that I'm thinking thinking about it.
So this is a very famous section from...
All of that is intensely quotable.
Yes.
Also, right behind your head, one of my moderators is an amazing printmaker. Her name is Molly Ann Page. And I'm going to link all of her stuff in the bio. And I'm going to put these pictures up there. She made me a whole set of the witchy ingredients from this, but it's all the flowers that correspond with the ingredients, like the eye of newt and the tongue of dog and all that stuff. And so they're just these beautiful, simple little block print illustrations on the cutest paper, and I absolutely love them.
Yeah, I love it. A lot of people also will recognize these words as the lyrics to that song that they sing in the beginning of the third Harry Potter movie, where they have the toads and there's like the Hogwarts choir.
Yeah.
Double, double.
I am Newton, tongue of dog.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. No, that's not it.
I am Newton, tongue of dog.
Yeah, that's one.
Tongue of frog.
Ooh, I like the dance you're doing with it. Next is doing a fun wavy arm dance. I was doing a Tim Burton thing. Boys and girls of every age. Guys, I know. Put your emails away. Stop emailing me. It's my birthday. They're also mad at me.
Yeah. This is also, so a lot of this sounds terrifying, like Eye of Newt and Toe of Frog. And a lot of it probably is, but a lot of this does correspond to herbs and spices. So I don't know all of them, but Eye of Newt is mustard seed. Tongue of Dog, I'm pretty sure, is lupine or wolfsbane. Hey.
Molly Ann.
Thanks, Molly Ann.
Molly Ann gave me a key to all of the flowers.
She gave you a recipe.
Yeah.
Eye of Newt is mustard seed. Toe of Frog is buttercup leaves, because they, like, the leaf kind of looks like a frog's foot. It's got, like, the splayed points. Wool of Bat is holly. Tongue of Dog is houndstooth. Adder's Fork is a violet. Lizard's Leg is ivy. And Howlet's Wing is garlic. So that, like, the garlic, what's a piece of garlic called?
A bulb?
No, the smaller one.
Clove?
Yes. Like a garlic clove kind of looks like a white wing a little bit. Yeah. So a lot of these things are like things that they look like, and these are the references that they use to talk about these things. But like some of them I'm not aware of a plant equivalent of. So like a dragon scale,
or like the nose of a blasphemous Jew. I don't know, Shakespeare. I don't know.
Not sure about that one. So this is all the witchy shit happening here. And then Macbeth comes in and is like, hey, you made me do a bunch of bad stuff. And they're like, all right. And they deliver a bunch more ominous prophecies upon him. And then they disappear and he leaves. He returns to his home and he hears that Macduff has fled to England.
Oh, he knows he's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know that he's in trouble. But he does know that Malcolm, Duncan's son, who fled when he heard his father had been killed, went to England.
Oh.
And now, like, this feast where Macbeth is acting completely off his nut.
Yeah.
Macduff is like, yeah, there's definitely something wrong, and we've got to get someone in to come in and depose Macbeth.
Yeah.
And so he goes to England to bring the king's legitimate heir to come and take back Scotland from Macbeth. So Macbeth comes back and he's like, all right, I know who I have to kill next. It's Macduff. And they're like, Macduff is gone. He left to go find someone to replace you. And he's like, God damn it.
No.
Oh, no.
Those witches distracted me. It's their fault.
It's their fault. I didn't do nothing.
I'm so innocent. Everyone's picking on me.
So furious that Macduff is already gone and there's nothing he can do about it, Macbeth orders that his soldiers go to Macduff's home and kill his wife and children.
What'd they do? They didn't do nothing.
They were hanging out with Macduff.
You know when you're hanging out with your father, your biological father?
Yeah, and that's bad.
Oh, no.
How dare you?
Oh, no.
So Macbeth orders Macduff's wife and children slain and his castle seized. So they basically attack the castle and take it for Macbeth. Meanwhile, Macduff is in England and he hears news that his entire family has been slaughtered and his home has been taken. This devastates him, obviously. And he is able to find Malcolm, the supposed heir to the throne. And he uses like this as part of his being like, it's really bad. You have to come.
Yeah.
And Malcolm's like, I don't really want to get involved in all of that. Like, my dad
Hey,
got
Malcolm?
murdered. He's like, my dad got murdered and I don't really want to get murdered, so I can just stay here. And Macduff is like, hey, he killed my entire family and I am here to tell you that you need to step the fuck up. And he also uses this as evidence. There are other Scottish lords that he reaches out to, and he's like, this is what just happened, and we need to fight Macbeth. Mm-hmm. And all of the Scottish nobles, who are already kind of on edge after the feast, they hear about Macduff's family, and they're like, oh yeah, we gotta do something about this guy.
Yeah.
So Macduff is able to convince Prince Malcolm to lead a march of his soldiers and the soldiers of the other Scottish nobles against Macbeth. Macbeth is worried.
As he should be.
As he should be. Lady Macbeth is also worried because there's a lot that she can do one-to-one. She can kill a person.
Yeah.
She can have a person killed. There are now armies mobilizing against her and her husband, and there's not much that she can do about that.
Yeah.
So at this point, both of them are going a little bit insane with paranoia and guilt and fear. And Lady Macbeth, for the first time, starts to crack. She starts sleepwalking.
Oh.
Yes. And her doctor, who's looking after her, is very concerned about this because every night she sleepwalks through the castle and talks to herself. And he's worried that she's going to, like, get herself hurt.
Yeah, like fall down some stairs or something.
Yeah. So one night, the doctor follows Lady Macbeth to make sure that she doesn't get hurt. Mm-hmm. And he hears her mumbling a confession to herself.
Uh-oh.
Which is where we have the very famous out damned spot, out I say. Lady Macbeth. As she's sleepwalking, she like collapses to her knees and she starts rubbing her own hands as though she's trying to wash them. Mm-hmm. And she just is babbling about like the blood that won't come off her hands, and there's no blood on her hands.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
What's a metaphor?
Nothing good. So the doctor hears her saying to herself, out damn spot, out I say, 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a feared? What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? So she goes through like stages of grief here where she's like, why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky.
Yeah.
Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a feared, where she's like, oh, Macbeth, you're scared. You're scared to do a murder, but you are a soldier and you've done murder your whole life. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And then she says, what need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. She's like, we're too powerful to be taken down. We're the king and queen of Scotland.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone tries to take us down, it will be treason.
Yes.
And we can destroy them. And sort of as she's working herself up into this righteous frenzy, she pauses and she says quietly, yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Yeah.
So even to herself, she's kind of like, oh.
But also,
this is like, we took a human being's life.
Murdering was actually harder than I thought it would be.
Yes. So she's like scrubbing against her hands these illusory blood stains. Mm-hmm. And the doctor hears her and
confess.
Yeah, and like wakes her up. And he's like, my lady, you were sleepwalking. And she's like, oh, I was sleepwalking. That's so strange. I was sleepwalking. I don't know what happened. I was sleepwalking. I don't know. I have to go to bed. And she has another line, to bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed. Where she's just kind of like muttering to herself, and she's, what's done cannot be undone. Where she's like still kind of like a little bit dazed. And she's like, oh, well, it's fine. I've got to go to bed. It's bedtime. I've got to go to bed. I've got to get out of here. Let's get out of here and go to bed.
Change what's already happened.
Yeah, I'm like, it is what it is. And so I gotta go to bed. Okay, good night. I gotta go to bed. Bye.
Sleepy, me.
I don't know. None of the summaries mention this, but Macbeth is at Castle Dunsinane, and I think Lady Macbeth is back at Inverness.
Okay.
During this time. So she, like, the doctor is watching over her. Macbeth is not there. The next scene that we see is Macbeth planning how to defend Castle Dunsinane against all of the forces that are mobilizing against him. Mm-hmm. And a messenger arrives and informs him that his wife is dead.
Who? Sorry, say that again. Whose wife is dead?
Macbeth's.
What? That just I thought for sure I had heard you wrong.
Nope. A little time has passed, but the guilt and the lack of sleep and being alone in the castle with the things that she has done, Lady Macbeth has died by suicide.
Off stage.
Off stage.
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Feels sexist. We should have seen it on stage.
I agree. I also wrote that. I was Where is it? Where did it go?
I am not impressed with an offstage death for Lady Macbeth.
Lady Macbeth starts sleepwalking, soliloquizing in guilt. Blood on her hands. Her doctor overhears her confession. She kills herself off screen.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No.
I was genuinely mad about that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought that the version that I saw, because I've seen it put on like maybe twice, and I thought that they were like trying to be tasteful or tactful or something and being like, we don't need to see a lady kill herself. But no, it's just in the play. They're like, and also then she died.
Isn't that sad? Anyway, whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
Moving on. Yeah, no, that's not great.
So Macbeth is preparing to defend his castle, the castle of the King of Scotland, against all of the lords who are mobilizing against him with their massive armies. And he gets news that, oh, his wife has killed herself. The person who was directing all of his actions has felt so guilty about the things that she's done that she has chosen suicide.
Yeah.
He spirals.
Okay,
I'm just going to read this. Not Satan. A man whose name or position is Seyton, Seyton,
okay,
arrives with the message that the queen is dead. So Seyton says, "The queen, my lord, is dead."
Whoop.
And Macbeth says, "She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle." So he fully spirals out and he's like, oh my God, we all die. We all die. She didn't need to die today, but she did.
Also, like, she never enjoyed being queen.
Neither of them are ever having a good time.
This happened so fast after they did this horrible thing.
Yeah. Well, time moves a little bit weirdly in this,
Yeah.
so it's unclear whether it's like weeks or months or something like that, but it is like...
It's still not
They
it's
haven't
not their
spent-
whole lives.
Yeah, no, it's not. And also they haven't spent any time being like, hooray, we're the king and queen. Literally the whole time has been them plotting how to keep this power.
Yeah, the day after he became king, he had a feast where he confessed in front of everyone. He's bad at this.
Yeah. But yeah, the line tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. He's like, oh my God, she just died and I didn't know about it, and the messenger told me, and we're all gonna die, and time keeps moving on and I have to still be here. And like, he just like real quick spirals into a crisis of mortality. But he doesn't have long for that because he is under siege. Around this time, an English army led by Malcolm, who has gathered forces from his allies in England, as well as the Scottish armies of the local nobility who are against Macbeth, this huge mass of forces advances on Dunsinane. Macbeth gets word that these forces are coming, and he's like, it's fine. It's fine. I can't be killed. And it's fine. And we're like fortified here. There's nothing they can do. And... you know, we're just going to hole up in here until they get tired, and then, you know, we'll say that they did treason, and I'll kill them, and it'll be fine, and it'll be done, and I'll still be king. And then he gets word from a messenger that these forces that are approaching towards the castle
are robots.
God, Macbeth would be so much better with robots.
Transformers had descend on him.
No, the forces who are advancing... they're closer than the scouts thought because they are using camouflage.
Okay.
They have taken branches from the trees of Burnham Wood and are holding them in front of them as like a disguise. So it looks from a distance as though the forest is advancing on the castle.
Oh.
So, is Macbeth thinks back to the prophecy of the witches, where they said that you know your kingship will remain until Burnham Wood attacks Castle Dunsinane, and he's like, oh shit, that's happening. So that's like part of the prophecy, and I'm in actual trouble. Yeah. Okay. I really didn't think that was going to happen. But he prepares himself for the attack. He's like, well, I know I'm still going to be fine because no man can kill me. So I'm safe.
I am no man.
I really genuinely wish that it was that.
Yeah, right?
It would be so good. I kind of wish that Lady Macbeth killed him. I think that would be
Or
bad.
that there was a single other woman in this that wasn't
Yeah.
evil and bad at her job.
One of the witches.
Oh, I guess the witches. Oh, one of the witches comes out. I am no man. Or King Duncan had a daughter. Oh, that would be good. Is Banco Malcolm's real dad?
Banco?
Is he Malcolm's real dad?
No.
Oh,
Duncan is Malcolm's dad.
I know, but I'm trying to fulfill the prophecy.
Oh. No.
Okay. Banco.
Banco breadcrumbs.
Banco breadcrumbs, attorney at law.
Aw. No.
So I specialize in clown law.
So these forces overwhelm the castle.
Yeah.
And Macbeth is like, okay, well, it's fine because I'm going to be fine. Nobody can kill me. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be safe. And he like hides himself away and he's like, everything's going to be fine. And Macduff comes and finds him.
Yeah.
And they fight. And Macbeth is like, you don't even know, but this is pointless. You're wasting your time because I cannot be killed by any man who was born of a woman. Mm-hmm. So I'm invincible and I'm going to kill you eventually anyway. So you should just stop trying.
Yeah.
And Macduff is like, that's really interesting that you should say that because I was not born of a woman.
What?
I was born via cesarean section.
What?
Yeah. So his mom had to have they didn't call it a cesarean section, but
I was cut out her gut, Caesar style.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he says. He's like, I was cut from my mother's body. I think he says like a tumor.
Yeah.
So he's like, so I wasn't actually born.
Joke's
I was
on you.
removed.
I'm a cancer.
Oof. Yike.
No, he was born in July. It's fine.
And Macbeth realizes that, oh shit, that's the loophole. Oh no. He still continues to fight Macduff, but he realizes that he is done.
Yeah.
He is like, this is exactly what the witches said would come to pass, and the next thing that happens is that I die.
Yeah.
Macduff defeats him and cuts off his head.
On stage?
Yeah. And then brings his headless body to Prince Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
And Prince Malcolm is like, after the battle, everyone is very tired and sad because it's been a horrible time for everyone.
And also he just had to attack his home.
Mm-hmm. But Prince Malcolm takes the head of Macbeth and he declares, he's like, I will be a good king to this place. I will not do the things that Macbeth did. I will be good to the people and I will do everything I can to be good for Scotland. And that's the end of the play.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You did a really good job summarizing that in a really concise way.
Thank you.
Mine took 2 hours. That was so good, Max.
Thank you so much. But that's the overall plot of Macbeth, including some of the key quotations.
Yes.
You can use this as a study guide. No, you can't.
I think you can.
No, you can't.
I really enjoyed hearing where all of those famous quotes came from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Macbeth is so much a part of the entire world's cultural lexicon.
Yes.
Like, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very, very cool play. I will say it's not up there with my favorite Shakespeare plays.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very cool and it's very compelling, and there are a lot of really cool things in it of, like, again, like the idea of a soldier who falls apart when he, quote unquote, becomes a murderer.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's a really weird and cool thing to underline. It's also the rare case where, like, yes, Macbeth is pretty evil.
But it's
like,
his wife that's the evil villain of the story.
Yeah. And they're both blaming each other, where she's like, well, he has to do it because, like, if I don't tell him to do it, then, like, we're never going to get anywhere. And he's like, well, I guess I have to do it because my wife told me to.
The old ball and chain wants me to murder my friend.
Yep.
Okay, but also, they are the clear and very obvious villains. And this play opens with witches.
Yeah.
I just really love that. Shakespeare didn't give a fuck.
Not one fuck. Yeah, I mean, the message, the way that he got away with it was by being like, yeah, the witches are powerful and they saw the future, or did they? Where it's kind of...
Were they controlling fate, or was fate controlling them, kind of thing?
Yeah, and it's also like, if Macbeth had done the right thing, quote unquote, and like murdered the witches and not believed any of the things that they said, then he would be fine. So it's kind of like you can't trust a witch sort of thing.
I also, when Hecate showed up, I was like, wow, I wonder why he didn't go with the Morrigan, who's the Scottish version of Hecate, right? She's the three-faced goddess, and she is has a lot of like magic and stuff like that. I was like, why not? But it's extremely Greek to have prophecies and to have those prophecies be the downfall. Like trying to avoid a prophecy ends up being the thing that does you in.
Yeah, the irony of prophecies.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I kind of love that it was Hecate. I think that was such a clear choice to not use the Scottish goddess.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. I think that was also probably a political choice because, as you may be aware, England and Scotland have beef.
Yeah, strife.
So I think like if he had chosen a Scottish figure, it would have been a different message maybe.
Yeah.
So I think that you're right. And I think it's also that like this was very much, he was like, I am writing this for the King of England.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, they're worshiping the all-powerful goddess of magic.
Yeah.
Morrigan. A lot of this is very much him like treading carefully on hot button issues. So this is all very intentional choices.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a great play. It is, as like you say, it's like a cultural touchstone of a play. There are a lot of really cool lines in it. The thing that I wanted to talk about with Macbeth is all of the folklore that surrounds it.
Yes.
Macbeth is, there is a superstition in the theater community that saying the name of the play Macbeth in a theater causes disaster.
Yeah.
It is very unlucky. It is considered effectively a cardinal sin within the theater to talk about the play Macbeth. Oftentimes it's called the Scottish play or the Bard's play. The superstition itself is called the Scottish curse because they won't call it the curse of Macbeth because then you get cursed if you say that.
Yeah.
Because you're saying Macbeth. So they call it the Scottish curse. They'll call the tragedy Mackers. As like a tongue-in-cheek reference to it so that they don't have to say the word, but they're like, oh yeah, I'm in a production of Mackers or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll also talk about the characters as the Scottish king or the Scottish lord instead of Macbeth. And Lady Macbeth is often the Scottish lady or Lady M. They won't say Lady Macbeth. Some people agree that saying Macbeth as the name of a character is fine. Saying the name of the play is what gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
But still a lot of people will call them like McBee or like Lady
just
McBee.
to avoid it altogether, just to be safe.
Superstition.
Yeah.
There is a lot of reasons why people think that.
I am desperate to know.
A truly shocking number of points of evidence for why you shouldn't say that.
Okay.
So the idea behind the curse, some people say that it's because the lines from the witches in the middle, the bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, is
double, toil and trouble.
Yeah.
I thought it was bubble, bubble too until you said it. And I was like, oh, the Olsen twins just said it right then. I thought they were being cute.
That is a very weird set of lines from Shakespeare. It feels very out of place. And a part of that is because those lines, most of Shakespeare's work is written in iambic pentameter.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's such a different flow.
That is written in tetrameter, so in groups of 4 rather than in groups of 5. So when you look at lines in Shakespeare, it's stressed and unstressed. So it's like, wherefore the man to England doth his eyes replace. I don't know. That's not a line.
Wherefore the man from England doth his eyes replace. Wherefore?
It's really hard to riff in iambic pentameter.
I'm dying to know. I mean, you say that, but there's a whole improvised Shakespeare out there just to
I know, but they also don't get the iambs perfect every time. Nor should they, because it's very, very difficult. But the iambic pentameter makes everything sound like very like musical and measured. Yeah. And it really gives you a sense of like the rhythm of speech and everything like that. So a lot of Shakespeare's works are written in iambic pentameter. This is written in, what's the other word? The other word that isn't tetrameter. We're having fun here.
Hold, please.
It's written in tetrameter. I can't find the other word.
Okay.
But so if you have those like stressed, unstressed, that's an iamb.
Yeah.
Instead of 5 of those, it's 4 of those. Mm-hmm. So that section is like the lines are shorter, and it also feels more like a chant.
Yeah.
Because it has like more of that like da 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 da. It's like more of like there's almost kind of like an inevitability to it, and like a rituality to the way that the lines sound versus like the conversational tone of the tetrameter.
Yeah.
Or the pentameter. So that's pretty weird. And some people are like, oh, that section sounds really spooky because he intentionally like mixed up the way that they were talking to make it sound like ethereal. The other occasions in Shakespeare that he uses tetrameter are fairies or ghosts or like other
magical,
yes,
like supernatural,
non-human voices. Yeah. So some people are like, oh, this is a very intentional choice by Shakespeare to make these sound like arcane and strange.
Yeah.
Other people are of the opinion that it's because Shakespeare didn't write it. It's because he stole an actual real spell. So some people...
You know what? He was a thief. We know this.
Listen.
Again, King Lear is based off of King Lear.
Well...
Except that the other one is spelled with an E-I instead of an E-A.
Totally different.
Different play.
Different play. But the story goes that Shakespeare did his research in trying to understand the witches. Yeah, and he came across a spell and he was like, this sounds pretty good. And he just put it whole hog into the play.
Not whole hog.
Whole
you can
hog.
never go whole hog.
So a lot of people are like, real witches who, when he first put this play on, they found out that he was using a spell. Either the spell itself or the witches who he consulted saw this as like a deep betrayal and cursed the play.
Okay.
Or the lines, the curse itself, like the spell itself curses the play. Like that's the commonly held opinion, is that something about that section of the play has cursed it for an antiquity forever.
Yeah.
So that's the reasoning behind it, theoretically. When we say it's superstitious, it's more than, I mean, it's a little stitious for sure.
It's a little stitious.
But also, there's a lot of shit around Macbeth. There's a lot of shit in all the I'm not saying that this is like an actual thing.
There's a lot of like theater fires were very, very common at a certain point because of the lights they were using and all the flammable things.
Yeah. Disasters in the theater happen all the time. There's all like kinds of like crazy rigging and the lights and the audience and like the fake weapons and everything.
And Spider-Man the musical.
People flying into the sky.
Never to be seen again. Where did they go? That's the
Only
theater.
Spider-Man knows. But
we know theater.
If you are a superstitious person, this is a pretty good one to believe in.
Okay.
I have a couple of accounts of the disasters that have happened around the play Macbeth. These are in chronological order. In 1849, the much-beloved English actor and manager, William Macready, was touring Macbeth in America. He was playing the titular character of Macbeth.
Yeah.
He was a rival of an American actor named Edwin Forrest, who was a well-loved American actor, also playing Macbeth in a different company's production at the same time. Same time. So there are these two touring productions of Macbeth with these two actors who are, one of them is beloved by the English, one of them is beloved by the Americans, kind of, or like one of them is English, one of them is American.
Yeah.
And they are very much like pitted against each other. And one night they are leaving the theater. Macready goes to perform at the Astor Opera House in New York, and Edwin Forrest's supporters, like all of his fans, show up at Macready's opening, and they became very rowdy.
Uh-oh.
The local police were very worried that something like this would happen, so they had lots of officers standing by just in case. And then the thing happens that happens when you have a bunch of armed police officers.
Oh my god, and for a Shakespeare play?
Yep, Macready went on stage, and unclear what happened, but the police opened fire into the crowd of Forrest's supporters. 20 people died.
Jesus.
Over 100 injuries resulted from this.
Holy shit.
This is called the Astor Place Riot. So this is like...
Astor Place Riot puts it on
Yeah.
The people
it super
who
does.
were fucking shot
Yes.
by the police out of play.
Yes. Like, I'm sure that there are more details that I'm missing from that, but the way that I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, so, like...
100 people were shot.
Yes.
20
or
people, 20%
trampled.
of them died.
Yeah. Or, like, 100 people were injured or trampled trying to get away from gunfire in a theater.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Pretty fucking wild.
Woo.
That's one of the biggest ones where it's like, 20 full deaths around a controversy centering on the play of Macbeth.
Yeah.
Pretty big point of evidence right there.
Yes.
That's the one that most people reference as, the play is cursed.
Mm-hmm.
1937, theater manager Lillian Bayliss died during the dress rehearsal for the Old Vics production starring Laurence Olivier.
Okay. Ooh.
In a performance within that run, Laurence Olivier himself was almost brained by a falling stage weight.
Jesus.
Where one of the stage weights from up in the catwalk just slipped, like the knot came undone and landed like inches away from Laurence Olivier, and he would have died.
Jesus.
So that's actually the first show. Okay. Like, during the dress rehearsal, Laurence Olivier is almost killed. Mm-hmm. The director and the actress who were playing Lady Macbeth were on their way to the dress rehearsal, and they were involved in a car crash.
Oh, God.
They ended up postponing the play's opening.
Yeah, this was a cursed production.
On the first night, the theater manager, Lillian Bayliss, who had just died, like right beforehand in the dress rehearsals, her portrait fell off of the theater wall.
Here it goes. It was like, don't do this play!
Don't do this play. Also, there are rumors that there were other deaths involved in this particular production because, like, actors used real weapons on accident and stabbed each other.
Oh, my God.
No, sorry. This record says they used real weapons and one flew into the audience, giving someone a heart attack. So one of the audience members died.
Oh, my God.
Yikes. 1942... 3 actors died during the run of the Piccadilly Theatre's version, starring John Gielgud. Mm-hmm. The costume designer also committed suicide.
Jesus.
1947, English actor Harold Norman, who was playing the role of Macbeth, was mortally wounded in a sword fight at Oldham's Coliseum Theatre. So during the sword fight, the stage weapon fully stabbed him, and he had to go to the hospital, and he ended up dying in the hospital 3 weeks later.
Oh my God.
1948, Diana Wynyard, who was an actress, she fell off the stage during the production because she was playing Lady Macbeth, and she had decided to go method and close her eyes during the sleepwalking scene.
Okay, well, this is on her.
This is on her. But she fell off of the stage and into the pit. It was like a 15-foot drop.
Oh, God.
She walked away unscathed. But
Jesus.
Yeah, but
Need you to be a method actor.
Seriously, don't.
People who sleepwalk have their eyes open. Do research.
After this incident, a reporter came forward and said that he had been talking to Wynyard the night before over drinks, and she had mentioned that she thought that the Macbeth curse was ridiculous.
And you know what? For her, I agree with it. That was your fault.
That was her fault.
There was no curse.
100%.
Diana.
In 1954, in a production that was put on in Bermuda, actor Charlton Heston suffered severe groin and leg burns when his tights were soaked in kerosene and caught fire in the stage lights.
Were they soaked in kerosene on purpose, though? That seems like something they would do on purpose back then.
I don't know. It seems like an accident, but how does that happen?
On accident, for sure.
Yeah, but Charlton Heston, well-known actor.
Charlton Heston
caught fire.
Hey, guys, you didn't hear it from us, but Charlton Heston had a real burn dick.
Whew. 1964, in December, a fire burned down the Di Maria II National Theatre in Lisbon, Portugal. At the time, the only play being shown in the theatre was Macbeth. Theatre burned down. 1980, production at the Old Vic starring famous actor Peter O'Toole.
Guys, go watch High Spirits. Peter O'Toole is phenomenal in it. And also, it's such a ridiculous, ridiculous movie. You'll love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
As Steve Gutenberg of the famous Gutenbergs of the press. Go ahead.
The 1980 production starring Peter O'Toole, often referred to as Macbeth,
Oh.
was performed. There weren't any deaths involved, ironically.
All right.
But the play was reviewed so poorly that the theater company disbanded shortly after the play.
Oh, fuck.
So, womp womp.
Peter O'Toole, not his best performance, apparently.
And most recently, in 2022...
Okay. Wow.
You may remember this. At the 94th Academy Awards... I'm just going to read this verbatim from the article, which I have linked in the description.
Okay.
At the 94th Academy Awards, Chris Rock congratulated Denzel Washington on his performance in The Tragedy of Macbeth, saying the name of the Scottish play aloud in the Dolby Theatre. Moments later, Rock was slapped by Will Smith after making a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Viewers, including playwright Lynn Nottage, quickly took to social media to joke that Rock had suffered the curse of the Scottish play. So he said Macbeth on stage in a theater, and then he got his shit rocked.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but I have a couple of different articles linked for all of these different, like,
That's
accidents
wild.
that have happened around Macbeth.
Especially the riot one really fucking blew me.
That one's intense.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow.
But one of the other things that people talk about is that, yes, there are a lot of tragedies that associate with productions of Macbeth, but beyond, like, injuries and deaths, a lot of times also putting on a show of Macbeth is something that precedes ill times for the theater company.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a little bit of a chicken and egg scenario because the production of Macbeth is incredibly expensive to put on, with the effects of the witches specifically.
Wow. I feel like it just doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely doesn't have to be. But there are like a lot of characters that come in briefly. I skipped over most of them, but like there are a lot of characters who are kind of one-offs. There are a lot of different locations and stuff. Like you have to have a clear inside and outside, and like the ambush of Banquo. Mostly though, it's the effects for the witches that end up costing a fuck ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Macbeth is also a very popular and relatively well-received play.
Mm-hmm.
So many times a theater who is in trouble financially will put on Macbeth because they know that people will show up to it.
Yeah, you recognize it.
Yeah, so a lot of times when a theater company is in times of financial distress, they will put on Macbeth.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an expensive play to put on, and that will kind of be like the final nail in the coffin.
Peter O'Toole
Yeah.
thing too. I mean, that's what I do whenever I'm like, I'm having a rough time as an artist. I'll just reprint one of my most popular things. Like, it's that, guys.
Here it is.
By the way, I'm bringing back a lot of stuff. Look out for it.
So according to the superstition that you cannot say Macbeth in a theater, how do you get around it if you accidentally say Macbeth in a theater?
Oh, yeah.
What you're supposed to do is exit the theater, spin around 3 times, spit, curse, and then knock on the theater door until someone lets you back in.
Who made that up?
Another one says that you have to do all of that except for leaving, and then you have to recite a line from a Shakespeare play from memory, and that's how you, like, cast off the curse. Some of the lines that people use are, "Angels and ministers of grace defend us," from Hamlet. "If we shadows have offended," from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or "Fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you," from The Merchant of Venice.
Oh, that's good. So it just can't be any of them. You can't be like, "Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?"
I mean, you could.
It sounds like it has to be like a blessing, sort of.
Yeah, something to kind of offset the unluckiness of saying Macbeth.
Are you double cursed if you accidentally say, like, "out damn spot," because it's the only thing you can remember?
Probably.
Oh, no.
Probably you have to do a murder after that.
You have to murder in order to get the curse out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But then somebody else will know you murdered, so you have to murder some more.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, and all of a sudden you're stuck in a murder.
You are stuck in a murder.
I couldn't figure out. Murder what? A murder
Cyclone.
cycle.
Cyclone.
You're stuck in a cyclone of murder.
As far as Macbeth as a character's name versus Macbeth as
Macbeth.
Versus Macbeth as the title of the production, a very reliable source has said that it's fine to say the name, and also it's fine to talk about the play or say the name. You're safe, you're good for life if you've played the role of Macbeth. You're kind of immune to it.
And that reliable source was Abraham Lincoln.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Who saw Macbeth right before he was assassinated. That wasn't the last play he saw, obviously. But,
no, but like, I mean,
it was like right
really
before
makes
that.
a fellow wonder.
I have heard speaking of like the Lincoln curse, I have heard that while he was in the box watching Our American Cousin, he was like, "This is no Macbeth," and then he was shot.
Oh.
I know.
Yisk. Yeah, Sir Patrick Stewart, actor extraordinaire, has established that if you have played the role of Macbeth, then you are immune to the Macbeth curse.
Oh, so it looks like everybody's got to go out there and play Macbeth.
Yeah, you're safe as long as you've played Macbeth.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
on
yeah.
home base.
Whew.
Exactly. So that's Macbeth. That's the
Really good.
folklore of Macbeth. Yeah.
Fantastic, Max.
It's so fun. It's also, I really like that Macbeth is the play that has all of the superstition around it, because Macbeth is a play about sort of self-fulfilling prophecies. And so the idea that the play is very unlucky and that you have to be careful, and then a bunch of people got hurt in productions of it, it feels like that in itself is a self-fulfilling prophecy as well.
That 100% is.
Which is very cool.
That's cool.
It's just a murder cyclone.
It's a murder cyclone. Oh, no. Damn it.
Anyways, what do you think of Macbeth?
I fucking loved that. That
Really?
was concise. You told it very well.
Thank
It
you.
is interesting, and it happened so... I thought that I knew what Macbeth was, and I didn't, apparently.
Yeah, it's... I think that that's also a pretty common interpretation of the way that most people are exposed to Macbeth is they know that, like, the Macbeth kills the king, and then they feel really bad. He and Lady Macbeth feel really bad, and then at the end, Macbeth is killed. I think that that's the summary that most people are aware of, but that's literally the first and last act of the play.
Yeah.
They skip over all of the shit in the middle, which is fair, because those are like that's the first thing that he does is he kills the king, which is a wild like jump in your you're like, ooh, he's gonna do some political plotting to get to be the king or whatever, and he gets home and immediately his wife is like, "You're gonna kill the king," and he's like, "What?" And then he does, and it's just like 0 to 50, like 0 to 60.
Not 0 to 50. Listen, back then their horses didn't go that fast.
They were slower back then. It's just they go like 0 to 60 in this play. The first fucking thing that happens is that he kills the king, basically, and then the rest of the play is just running from that first thing until he can't run anymore and he is killed. So I think that that's a lot of people's understanding of the plot is that, and I think that that's a fair interpretation of the story because those are the main things that happen.
I also like that you were like, I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing. And I was like, read the whole spell. And it turns out the curse is the whole spell.
I mean.
Damn. Really fun, Max.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you for letting this be another birthday for the books. This is a 3.5 hour long episode.
Goddamn.
I know, but it's Shakespeare, and Shakespeare deserves to really kind of be thought out and talked about. There's a reason why it is still so universal.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're interesting and they're good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys. This is very self-indulgent, but I fucking love themed episodes. But I really love the Shakespeare episodes. I had a lot of fun last year. I have a lot of fun this year.
I feel like our stories go hand in hand really well.
Yeah, just like last year, I thought our stories matched pretty well. You know, they were comedies and they were light and they were very silly
and convoluted,
both very convoluted. And this one, there was a nice little theme within them as well.
Mm-hmm. The hubris of being king.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen to me, though. I'm wonderful.
I'm different.
I'm the birthday queen. Guys, if you liked these and you made it to the end of a 3.5 hour long episode,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. Please go rate and review us on iTunes. I don't know if we made it to my 100 goal. How sad if we didn't. And if we didn't, go on iTunes and rate us, okay?
It's
Give
Janie's
us
birthday.
5 stars. It's my birthday. Leave a nice little note. I'd love to read it. Would just like to. Let us know your favorite Shakespeare play, or if we talked about your favorite Shakespeare play, or if you have thoughts on it, or if you've ever been cursed. Let us know on the Discord by clicking on the Patreon link in our show notes.
You have to have access to the World Wide Web to do it.
You do have to have access to the World Wide Web. Once you do that, you can join our Patreon at $3. You get access to the Discord, and we have a lot of new friends in there right now, and we're so happy you're here. And at $7, you can get access to the Discord, but you also get bonus episodes, and we talk and chat and hang out and tell stories just like these episodes. So
it's
fun.
the same, but
it's
different.
the same, but a little bit more. Yeah. Very fun. You'll see pictures and stuff on Instagram. You can always reach out to us there. On TikTok, you can message us at sortofthestory@gmail.com. And if you want a list of all the stories we've ever done in order to find, things you're looking for, go to our website at www.sortofthestory.com.
.com. www.
I do think there's two types of people, Max. There's a type of person that says www. before every website, and there's a type of person that makes fun of me.
And then there's cool people.
Max just rode away on her skateboard. Wow. By the way, we saw Hosier and Noah Khan last weekend. We haven't done it yet. It's a fulfilling prophecy.
Time.
Max, I have some predictions for you. You currently haven't seen Hosier. You will, though, see Hosier.
Wow.
In the past, you never saw Hosier.
So true.
Double, let's get out of here.
Let's skedaddle.
All right. Guys, we love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Okay. Max, let's go. Bye. Bye.
Hi, Janie.
Hi, Max.
I'm going to tell you Macbeth.
Tell me Macbeth. You know what? I must have read this at some point, or I've definitely seen, I think Double Toil and Trouble is a...
It's in Harry Potter.
No.
No, it is.
Okay, well, that probably. I'm saying it's an Olsen Twins movie. It's a Halloween Olsen Twins movie about witches and their little witches. I was obsessed with it when I was little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's from Macbeth.
It wasn't Bubble. It was Double Toil and Trouble. Who let you out?
Me.
Why did you...